folks. I'm going to share with you my backyard. It's such a beautiful day here in Georgia. I figured I'd show you what we're looking at here because, man, it's a little bit on the hot end. I'm not sure I can turn this around, but if you can see here, got an apple tree right there. Got some butterfly bushes down there. Got some pear trees down here. Got some red bud trees, I think. Some plum trees down there. A pair of fig trees, I should say. Some plum trees over there. Oh man, I got my mulberry tree. Look at this guy. This guy right here. That guy is kicking butt and taking names. All kinds of mulberries off that this spring. I put all these guys in the ground when they're just sticks. I mean, just as amazing. Look at that fig tree right there. So I moved that fig tree, and I thought I killed it, but it's booming. And because of the look at that, you can see those figs down there. Tell me that's not awesome. And I mean, so the fig tree I moved because it was taking up a lot of space. What am I looking at here? It was taking up a lot of space. The root system on the fig tree gets real bad in terms of up against my house and whatnot. So it's like, I can't have that. So I moved that fig tree, dropped that sucker right there, and I thought I killed it, but it is doing great. And then, some of my tree, that one right there, that's a plum tree. It's not dead. It's weird because it's growing, but just not sprouting any leaves or anything like that. A couple apple trees back there. But I'll show you what I love mostly. Oh man, watch this. Oh, I love that mulberry tree. I got that from Bob Wells Nursery in Texas. I think it's like $5 or something like that. You always want to plant a tree in the fall, by the way. Look at these butterfly bushes. And just look at the activity, the bees, the hummingbirds, the oh man, it's just fantastic. The butterflies. And this is my favorite. This is a lantana right here. Lantanas are beautiful, my friends. So that sucker I cut off a million times a Sunday just because they get big. But man, you want to see some real live activity in terms of just beautiful nature. Those lantanas are perfect. And they're actually good for your skin too. So you can cut some of this stuff off right here. These the flowers, man, they'll do wonderful for your skin. For sure, as a medicinal medicine for sure. So here you got in Georgia, camellias are big. They're not sprouting right now. I mean, they're growing, but you don't see any blooms. Another camellia. Oh man, camellias are gorgeous. Put these suckers in the ground. I can't remember what they are, like mini sunflowers or fake sunflowers. Look how just gorgeous. Look at all the activity from the butterflies. You got some rosemary over here. And here's my little raised beds I put up with a recycled wood that I think was off a pallet that we recycled. I just put those together. I got my blackberry bush over there. Got my peppers. I got a nice one growing there. I got my carrots. I think that's kale, if I'm not mistaken. Got some kale in there. This guy's been a disappointment. It's my cucumber bush, and I got a couple cucumbers off it, but it was growing like crazy. I planted it in the wrong place, unfortunately. That's too bad. Then I got my blueberry bushes right here. Got 1, 2, and 3. Already got a bunch of blueberries off those this year. And then we got our garden, or I forgot what they call it, onion grass or something like that, my wife was saying. And you always want to get one of these guys. You can't have these in Colorado, believe it or not. This is your a water catchment system. I think I got that for like $80. It's easy to install. You just basically take your little saw here, saw that, set that up. It's easy. And man, it's wonderful. And look at this. This is right here. You can't really see it that well. That right there is crepe myrtle. I put that in when it was dead. I think we got it at Walmart for like $1 because it was dying. Got another crepe myrtle over here. The same thing. Now I got these hollies. We paid pretty big money for these hollies right here. I think like $300 each. But then I planted these ones myself, and I think I got those for $25 each. All these hollies right here. But just look at that. It's just gorgeous, man. I mean, how can you not love being alive when you see all this stuff? What else was I going to show you? I guess that's pretty much it. Oh, so I'll show you too. As a financial planner, I'm always trying to be prepared, and so I keep some gallons of, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, some gasoline gallons down there. So I got, let's see, 12. Now I got about 6 2-gallons and 3 5-gallon gas jugs down there, just for the generator and stuff, or when the snow comes and whatnot. I'm from Maine originally, and when you're from Maine, you get worried about the cold, that's for sure. And believe it or not, even here in Georgia, it gets cold. So I keep some gas tanks down there. You got to reuse those. Use PRI. I forgot what it's called, but that's what you want for stabilizer. It's better than a stabilizer. You want to use PRI. you just put a tiny, you put like a fraction of an ounce in there for each gallon. It's incredible, and it'll do you right. It'll fire up. I've had some of that stuff sitting there for a year or 2 years. Put in the vehicle, I'm low on gallons of gas. That fires up easy as pie. So PRI is what you want. And then and this is it. So this is the backyard at the Heritage Wealth Planning Homestead, if you will. Yeah, we got that. My kids are too old to really play on that anymore, but it's fun. Actually, nothing else. There's a bunch of birds nests in there, so we leave birds alone. And over on the side here, it's gonna be hard to see. You got a bunch of more camellias, whatever they're called. More evergreens. What are they called? Evergreens, not deciduous. I guess evergreens, but I forgot what the names are. But we plant them all in there. It's great, and you can move these trees around. I did take a course, and you might want to do this too. Howard Garrett out of Texas, the Dirt Doctor. Go to dirtdoctor.com, and Howard Garrett is the guy, and he runs this. And I'm not, well, anyway, he runs this organic thing called the Texas Organic Research Center. And I don't care. Do whatever you want to do, but I like using, like when I cut up the grass, I'll leave the cuttings on the ground and whatnot, because that's good. It's good. The grass needs cuttings. So Howard Garrett at the dirtdoctor.com is a good source for your ability to maintain your own property in a way that's, try not to use the Roundup so much. And I'll use a little bit of Roundup. I try not to. But dirtdoctor.com, the Texas Organic Research Center, I think is what it's called. And, I live here in Georgia. Now, we got some guy up here. I forgot his name, but he does some shows about raising plants and whatnot too. So if you're interested in gardening and stuff like that, there's a lot of people out there who are doing stuff, and I love it. I think next year I'm gonna get more of this. I'm gonna try to convince my wife to allow me. Don't tell anybody. I want to get a little bit more to get some more gardening area, and I'd like to get a couple more trees in there too. Ideally, I'd love to have 2 or 3 apple trees that are sprouting apples all the time. How awesome would that be? Get some blueberry bushes, get some blackberry bushes. Oh man, you can't beat that. So anyway, just figure I was out here just messing around in my yard. I'd share with you what we do out here. It's a good place to be, North Georgia. So we'll see you later. Thanks, guys. Now they turn it off though. Okay, rotate device back. Turn this thing off.